AI-powered business performance reporting automation. This workflow runs automatically every month, pulls the financial and operational data like revenue, expenses, work in process of the projects, and even employee statistics. And then it passes it to an AI agent that analyzes everything. The result? A beautifully formatted HTML report with executive summary, visual charts, and deep insights. If you want to save hours or even days of work preparing such reports, this automation is a game changer. So here is this automation that you can see on the screen. It starts from a schedule and it ends as an Outlook email, and then we get the email with the detailed analysis. So let me first of all run this complete workflow to show you how it works. So let me test this. So you will see here it is fetching the data from the database, and now the business performance AI agent is doing its job. So what it is going to do here, it is going to completely analyze the business performance. Calculator is also linked here, which will do all the relevant calculations for the profitability, whatever you want to calculate. So all the calculations will be done here. Think tool is used here to make sure that everything is done as per requirements. So here you can see it has automatically sent the email. And now what is happening here, that it is running again, waiting for 5 seconds and doing another loop. So this is a loop used here, which means that it will fetch all. You can see here 5 items were fetched here, which means that the 5 profit centers or the business units or the divisions were fetched. And then finally it was sent to the loop. So loop will analyze the performance of division and then the second division, third division, and fourth division. So what is happening here? I have used Google Gemini chat model here, Pro 2.0 experimental, but this one I used and it really worked great. So let me show you what analysis report I have got. So here is an email that I have got. Now you can see here, this is how the analysis is done. So it gives me the executive summary, then it shows me the profit and loss of the business. All the calculations are done here. And then it also gives me the remarks about the financial performance. It gives me the verticals. It gives me how many projects the company is doing right now. It also gives me how many employees are working and what is their performance. And here it gives me the recommendations for the business managers to improve the business performance. So now let me show you how it has done its job. So as I mentioned earlier, this will be running on every 5th of month, taking the current date and time and converting that into previous month. And then an SQL query will run. It is using ERP Next, of course. You can use any database here. It could be your MySQL database, ERP database, Oracle database. You can ask the database administrators to give you required input. So here it is getting the business units and then it is taking only one field. And here this field is again being used to filter these queries. So this is the performance of the business from year till date and the previous month. Here it fetches the performance of different departments. Here are different projects. And finally, here are the employees. So all of that is fetched here. So what it does here, it will be all multiple rows here. And this particular node will be converting these rows into one single HTML table. You can see here, this one is constructed to convert into HTML table. And these are then 4 tables. So one table is consisting of the profit and loss analysis, another is containing the department profit and loss analysis, then is the work in process of the projects, and then is the employees details or employees summary. Finally, all of these tables are merged into one single table, and then it is converted into HTML. You can see here, all the tables are added here, table 1, 2, 3, 4, financial overview for the verticals or business departments, then the financial overview of the projects, and then the employees in the business. Once all of this is fetched, it's converted into HTML template, and then sent to the business performance AI agent. So what this business performance AI agent does, all the role is defined here. You can see you are the business performance analyst, expert in financial management of Syncbricks LLC. Of course, you can replace it with your company's name, and then you can add whatever the job is assigned to it. Now, as I have mentioned that I have taken the input from 4 different aspects of the business, you can, of course, take multiple aspects because there is no limitation here. So I have added 1, 2, 3, and 4 tables, and all these 4 tables with the table names are defined, and what is there included I have mentioned here. I will highly recommend you to manually add all of this. Don't use the chat GPT to give you this, because the results will not be desired as per your expectations. But you can, of course, refine it, sit with your team and understand that what exactly this AI agent should give you. Then here I have given the role, executive summary. You have to analyze the financial performance, and then you must use the sections for these particular aspects. So first section, it is giving the profitability of the business. Then it is giving the profit and loss of the business. The final results should be without decimals. So these are the formatting instructions which will tell it that the possible tables has to be added and all the analysis has to be done, symbols has to be removed and so on. And I have told it that you have to give the output in a fully responsive and with beauty added using CSS. So ready to be shared with all the possible tables in highly attractive format and so on. So all of that can be added. And then I have mentioned here that the number formatting should be in the currency, but decimal should not be there. You can see here decimal is not added. And here is the data. Now, from where the data is coming? The data is coming from the previous node. Month and year is coming from the previous month and previous year, which is added already here in the nodes. So these are all the nodes which are available. And the moment, of course, you will run, you will get all this information over here. And finally, once all of this is given here, it will convert into the financial performance. So this will be an HTML format where it will replace all the unnecessary symbols. And then finally here, it will fetch the email output and what will be the month for which the analysis is done. And finally, in the Outlook, so what is happening here in this particular node, it is sending the email message to my email, and it is showing the subject, business performance, Syncbricks. Of course, this one can be dynamically added. The heading can be dynamically added from the previous node, as I have mentioned here. In this particular node, this information is dynamically fetched here. And then finally, what happens here, that the message is coming as an email output. So what is that email output? This is the email output, which is added here. It will be a complete performance data. And then it is in the HTML format. So message type is HTML. Of course, this node can be replaced with Gmail or Outlook. Depending upon which email platform you're using, you can accordingly choose it. And not only this, of course, at this particular stage, if you see this financial performance, you can even convert this to Excel as well, or convert this to HTML. So you can see here, convert. So convert to file, you can convert this to any of these files. So convert to HTML. So it will create the HTML file, and then you can, of course, attach it with the email instead of sending this as a report. So it all depends on you, how you want to use it. Next nodes can be according to your needs and requirements. Of course, the main thing is how nicely you define the prompt here. And once it is done, it will do its job easily. You can see here, flow which it has run, it has sent the email. If I show you the email, this was the email that I have received with complete analysis, complete business performance, which will definitely help the businesses to understand what has happened. I have provided you its JSON format. So how you can just start it the moment you import the JSON format. I will just show you how it works. Suppose if I add a new workflow, I can simply paste it. So complete workflow will be available here. You can see here, complete workflow is available. What you need to do, you simply need to double click wherever the data is coming from. So if it is SQL, so you will choose and you will choose the credentials here. For AI model, you will double click this and you will choose which AI model you want to connect to. So wherever credentials are defined, you will double click this and you will definitely change the email address. Email address can also be dynamically changed here, and you can also change the email address based on your needs to whomever you want to send. So all you need to do is you need to accordingly make the changes. For example, I am right now running this report for a specific business unit, which is if I double click this, it shows me AI and automation business unit. Of course, if you want to run the loop for all of these, you can just simply come here, deactivate this particular node. So it will send the entire list and it will start running the loop. It will first send for one specific profit center or the business unit. Once it is completed, so after the wait node, it will come back again and do the second loop and third loop, fourth loop, whatever business units are there. Of course, you can do this for multiple companies also. If you have multiple companies within your ERP or within your database, you can, of course, run it accordingly. Or you can do it even for the analysis for different salespeople, different product categories, and so on. Possibilities are limitless, but the concern here was to show you that you can make the business performance report not only from one specific aspect. Now, here the data is coming from one database. This also is coming from one database. You can see here, this is from accounting system. This is from the sales system. This is from the project management software. And this is from the human resource management system. So from all these business applications, the data is coming, but data is coming to AI to do the analysis for all of these together at once. So this was all about analyzing the business data with the help of AI and workflow automation platform. I'm using n8n, definitely one of the best systems available today. Of course, AI models, you are open to use any AI model here, whether you can use Gemini, DeepSeek, OpenAI, or anything. But right now, I'm using Gemini 2.5. I have tested with all. Gemini 2.5 is giving much better result in terms of formatting and preparing a proper report. So I will recommend you to use that. But of course, you are free to use any AI model. And once you use AI model, of course, you might need to change the prompt which is defined in the business performance AI agent. So let's continue to next video. We will be looking at other automations that we'll be building for the real business scenarios.